It's KBIA 91.3 FM. October is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we have So-Young Park with us. She is a postdoc with the University of Missouri Department of Human Development and Family Science, and as such does a good deal of research in this area. Dr. Park, welcome. And as I said, you're doing research in this area. Tell me what you're studying and what we're learning from it.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I would say my educational and professional background is interdisciplinary. I have a master's in public policy, and I obtained a dual JD and PhD in human development and family studies. So I conduct research to address overlooked problems in family policy and law and advocate for underserved populations during times of critical transition, such as divorce or leaving an abusive relationship. My experience working for judges in court and representing clients in family, juvenile, and immigration proceedings has provided me with ideas for research. And so I specifically focus on divorce and domestic violence protection order proceedings in my research, which people may know as restraining orders. I ask questions such as, how has the recent changes in divorce law affect divorce proceedings and outcomes for families? Do factors that are not relevant to the law, factors such as one's physical appearance, race, gender, and employment status, factors that are closely attached to implicit biases from the bench, do they affect the protection order case outcomes for domestic violence victims?
As you're working with courts and judges and legislative bodies, I'm sure you're seeing awareness over the years grow and people having a little bit more of a feel for exactly what the importance of this is, but are you still having to do some educating in that world?
Yes, of course. There's always room for education. Nowadays, I see a lot of attention on implicit biases from the bench that needs to be addressed. And so currently there's been training in certain sectors to make sure that those biases are mitigated during the proceedings and ensure that families and also individuals affected by domestic violence have access to justice and equitable case outcomes.
Are there other situations? You mentioned specifically the family dynamic of what's going on during a divorce, but are there other situations like that that are also places that need have more awareness of the role of domestic violence in there?
Yes, when based on the research that I do, it is found that the history of violence that a family had in the past is not documented as much during divorce proceedings, so much to affect child custody outcomes. And so that raises concerns, and it presents implications for the justice systems to really communicate with each other. They should communicate between the family court system, criminal system, and also civil system to make sure they have a holistic understanding of the family dynamic that occurred before separation.
Well, we appreciate you coming in, and as we said, it is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So-Young Park is, again, a postdoctorate at the Department of Human Development and Family Science, HDFS.Missouri.edu. And we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.